Hi, it's April 2nd, 2024. This is GSKP, Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach. Today we're doing a catch-up video. There's been a lot going on. I hope you all had a good Easter. Great Easter, I did. He's risen. I spent my Easter with family, church, of course. We had a great day. We're going to let this song play out and then we'll begin our video. Again, thanks for joining me here on Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach. Today is April 2nd, 2024. Hope you all had a nice Easter, as I said before. I had a great Easter, spent it with family. Mom came down. We had a good time. We giggled and laughed as we always do. On to the task at hand. As I said before, there's been a lot going on, so this is kind of a catch-up video. I got several things I want to talk about. One that I'd been asked to talk about before, which is Kate Middleton. Who cares? But I guess somebody does because they asked me to talk about it. I'm really, myself, I really don't have any interest in the royals, especially with the history that they have with African persons and descendants. I'm just not interested. After Diana, there's just no interest for me. But for those that do have an interest, I did a little bit of research about Kate Middleton and her missing status, I suppose. From what I understand, she's been missing. It's a whole kerfuffle with her and her husband, whichever one it is, William. A lot of conspiracies on why she was missing, and it was shady. It was just shady. They have since found out that she's ill with cancer. I'm sorry, I just don't have any interest. So she's all right. She's at the house. It's just a lot. Anyway, who cares? I don't. But for those of you that do, she home. Anyway, on to the next. Of course, the big story now is P. Diddy, also known as Sean Puffy Combs. Um, this story has been going on for quite some time since the death of his wife. I believe her name was Kim Porter. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. Get me together because I've been kind of hit and miss on this story as well. But I am keeping up with it because of the history of P. Diddy and um, his actions. Um, it's been said that he's had some misconduct when it comes to relations between adults, men and women. Um, Also, his so called work ethics have been questionable. Um, and now, especially since Cat Williams did the club Shay Shay, made mention of him and several others, it's hit the fan, so to speak. As of late, they raided his home, two of his homes, um, one in Florida and I think another in LA. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. Um, they are searching for evidence of misconduct. Um, I'm going to say this. If he did that, he needs to be put underneath the prison. He needs to be found out because a lot of these rappers get two or three pennies to rub together and they think that they are God and they are untouchable. They can do anything that they want to. You're wrong. You're wrong. Um, like the old folks always say, what's done in the dark will come to the light eventually. You will be found out eventually. It's said that he's unalived several people. Um, Again, some of the relationships he's had with both men and women are unscrupulous. Um, I'm gonna be honest. When P Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever his name is, when he first came out, I loved him. Oh, he to me, he know he could dance. He could dance. He can dance. Oh my goodness! But now his fame and fortune has gone to his head. And Jay-Z, you might as well get ready too. And I cannot wait for them to air Jay-Z out because he definitely thinks he's untouchable. He gets with his, oh Lord, don't get me started on him and her. They just they are just so foolish to me. It's just too much. They are too much, too much, too much. It's just time for them to get somewhere and sit down. I'm so tired of hearing about Jay-Z and Beyonce and Puff Daddy and all this. They, just like Cat Williams said, they need to be aired out. And I'm looking forward because those people that have been hurt by them, they need justice. They need justice. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, if it were being done to them, they would want to be reciprocated. It's just ridiculous how when things they think are going well for them, how they treat people, how they do people. P. Diddy is looking so crazy. Don't look crazy now. You wasn't looking crazy when you did it. Allegedly. You wasn't trying to cry when you was doing it. Allegedly. Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. You were the big boss, the bad boys and all that. Keep the same energy. Now that it's hit the fan, keep the same energy. I don't wish any bad on anyone. But you have to pay for these things that are done. You and me. All the bad things that we do, we have to pay for them. Money or no money. Rich or poor. Black, white, yellow, green, orange. It doesn't matter. We have to pay. We have to be held accountable for those things. Nobody gets away with anything that they do wrong to someone. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You don't get to escape consequences. No, you don't. That goes for Prince Charles, them on up, to Pootie Tang on down. Yeah, we all have to answer to whoever it is you believe in or don't believe in. There's still consequences. It's very simple. If you stick your finger in the light socket, guess what's going to happen to you? You're going to be shocked. Voltage is going to run right up your behind. Period. May not be immediately, but karma, it comes. And the thing about it is, when it comes, those terrible things that you did to those people, all that floods back. Mm-hmm. It comes back to you. P. Diddy now is racking his brain, thinking about what he did to whom. Imagine all these years. He's trying to go back through his memory. Think about what he might have said, what he thinks he said. What did I say? That's a lot to recall. Especially when they live the life of drinking and drugging and partying and you don't know what you've said or done. You can't remember. And please don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. I'm not trying to be judgmental because I've done my share too. Yes, ma'am, I have. Yes, sir, I did. But there comes a time when that stuff is cut out. But see, Mr. P. Diddy, thinking he's untouchable, he continues to live that old foolish life. And now the rubber has met the road. And like they say, these good white folks done got involved now. And their mission is to ruin you. And they are going to do everything in their power to make sure Mr. Sean Combs, P. Diddy Sean Combs, all this money, they plan to get every dime if they can. Ask R. Kelly. And R. Kelly ain't done nothing no more than that nasty old Playboy Bunny man did, Playboy Mansion man. Larry Flynn been doing it 100 years. Not one charge. But see, y'all seem to think you get 2 or 3 little pennies, like I said, and you're untouchable. But these good white folks, as they say, they're fixing to put you back in your place. You're getting too high, boy. And if you did those things, you need to be put back in your place. You need to be. That would be fair. Can't argue with them on that. If you did the things that's being said you did, you need every minute. You need every minute. Mr. P. Diddy, Sean Combs, dancing machine. Every minute. And like I said, the same energy you gave when you were doing it is the same energy you need to have now. Hold your head up. Walk around with your chest stuck out. When you were intimidating people, allegedly. When you were mistreating people, allegedly. It is said that Mr. Combs has not been arrested. They didn't find enough evidence. He's free to travel and go as he wishes. No one was arrested, which is good. Because I should hope that he didn't do those things. I hope somebody lied on him. I hope it's not true. I really do. I'm tired of us as a people being ruined because we get foolish when we are fortunate. I hope all of these things are not true. And if they're not true, I hope that he sues the state of Florida, California, whoever, and whatever. Cause these turn of events to happen. If these things are not true. I hope they're not. I hope they are not. So we're going to try to keep some tabs on Mr. Diddy, and hopefully we figure out what's going on here, and hopefully he didn't do those things. Now, in the same aspect, there's a documentary going around by the name of Quiet on the Set. Isn't it strange how they're handling that differently? There's been no arrests attempted or made. No homes searched. The victims have come forth. And Mr. Dan Schneider has given a fake apology, admitting to the acts. But we don't see him plastered all over TV. We don't see the FBI going in to search his home. They're not doing updates on him every 5 seconds. What's the deal here? He has admitted to inappropriate conduct. Admitted it. He gave an apology and ain't nobody asked him for one. Children. This man was a director on Nickelodeon. Children. Inappropriate behavior with children. They're supposed to be done kicked his door in and dragged his fat ass. All out in the streets for everybody to see. Along as soon as he opened his mouth to say, I'm sorry. What? What? Now I gotta give it to Mr. P. Diddy. He's steadily saying, I ain't doing, I ain't done none of that. This man came out and said, I apologize. Is that not admitting? Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. I've always been taught if I come out and apologize for something, that means I did it. And something as heinous as these crimes against children, he's supposed to be locked up. He's supposed to be dragged across the coals. Just like how they're doing P. Diddy. No, they're making documentaries. We don't need a documentary. We need him to answer for the crimes he allegedly committed. I don't want to hear his life. I don't need to know about him. We know he's a creep. We know he messes with children, allegedly. We don't need any more information other than where and when is he going to be locked up. That's all we need to know. And the poor children, those children are broken. Broken. If you get a chance to see the documentary, please watch it. It is heartbreaking. And to see his fat, unattractive, sloppy self sit up there as if it's no big deal and give this fake apology. Meanwhile, these children's lives, mental psyche is ruined. He needs to be suffering just like they are. Those children didn't deserve that. If he did what the children say he did to them, he deserves to be broken. He deserves to suffer. He deserves to be wandering around in this world lost. Not the babies, not the children. They don't know anything about his crazy, sick mind and fantasies and wants. They have no idea they're children. And he wants to show up with a setup, made up apology, and everything is supposed to go away. Meanwhile, every day these children are broken and lost, hurt. I want something done with Mr. Dan Schneider too. I want him to be embarrassed and flagged all over the television just like P. Diddy and R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. He needs to pay. Seems like as of lately, everything that's going on in this world is just so crazy. It's just too much. It's too much. It is too much. And for these people to think that they can get away with these things. Again, you don't get to get away. If it don't come out in the wash, it'll come out in the rinse. You don't get to get away. And it's just terrible. It's terrible. And both of them are accused of crimes against children, allegedly. What is going on? What is wrong with these people? And what makes it so bad is it's not going to get any better. It's only going to get worse. This is for believers and non believers. It's not going to get better until Jesus Christ comes back. Like it or not, believe it or not, since we're in the Easter holiday season, world, we better get it together. And it's sad, it breaks my heart when I think about the world that my little nieces and nephews, little cousins, my friends' babies, are facing. It is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. We had better get it together. We had better get it together. This is not a joke. The rapture is coming. I don't care if you believe it. I don't care if you don't believe it. It's coming. Just like every day, whether we're here or not, whether you're alive or not, the sun is going to set and it's going to rise. And the rapture is coming just as sure as the sun sets and it rises. We better check ourselves. This is not a joke. We are supposed to protect and love our children and one another. Sad to say, we're doing a poor job. I commend those people that are having babies in this world. Whew. I pray for you constantly. This world is something else. I pray the protection of God around y'all because this world is something else. We had better get it together. We had better get it together. We better learn how to love and protect one another. We better learn how to love and protect our children. They are our future. If we don't do better, they can't do better. We're supposed to teach them. We are supposed to be an example for them. And what kind of example are you being if you're hurting them? You're mistreating them. What do you think they're going to do? And then you want to talk about how terrible our children are. Well, it's our own fault. We ain't taught them nothing but hatred. We haven't taught them anything but to mistreat someone, be rude to someone. Just let them do it. And then here comes Jeffrey Dahmer. Here comes P. Diddy. Here comes Dan Schneider. What do you expect? In a world when we teach each other to conduct ourselves in such a manner. Don't get me wrong. Please, don't misunderstand. There are people out there that are just evil. There are people out there that came up in wonderful homes with parents that cared and taught them this and taught them that, and they still turned out to be a fool. Yes, yes, absolutely. But the majority of us, we know better. We need to do better. So this is the end of my video for April 2nd, 2024. And I hope you enjoyed it. This is Georgia Sunflower Kansas Peach, GSKP. And like I always say, wear your masks. COVID is still out there. Say your prayers. We need them. I am my brother's keeper. And until next time, as I always say, I love you. Bye.